Dolphins thirsty, they never show no mercy. On the field or in the game, Miami knows how to play. Dolphins thirsty, we all get down and dirty. Tell you what you wanna know, it's the Dolphins Show. Quench your thirst for all things Miami Dolphins. They are the football kings, cause they play to win. Come on in and have some fun, whether we have lost or we have won. For all things Miami, it's Dolphins Thursday.
Good morning, Hank, and good morning, Miami Dolphins fans. Welcome to the show. I do have a host. I just said on Twitter a few minutes ago, but Hank saved the day and came in as a last-minute reliever. So thank you so much, Hank. We're going to talk some Miami Dolphins football. The Dolphins rookie reported yesterday, so that's at least some news on the Dolphins front. Still no news on Dalvin Cook signing anywhere. As we know, D-Hop.
As we know, all the running backs are all ticked off, but oh well, sucks to be them.
Yeah, I know it does. I mean, I kind of feel bad for them, but, you know, they still
$10 million a year isn't enough. They need more.
I know. They do feel – I know. I mean, Derrick Henry came out and said that the running backs aren't making – and he's one that's making, but, you know, he just thinks his running back position is undervalued. And it probably is, but unfortunately, that's just how it is. You get these teams run them down to the ground for a couple years, then move on and get a new one, and it's just the way
I don't like the way that the whole draft is set up, Thirsty, with they draft them, they have them for 4 years, and then they can franchise, you know, they can pick up the 5th year, and then they can franchise them for 2 years. That's 7 years that they can lock somebody into a contract from their rookie season. How long do most running backs last? That's 3 to 5 years, right? Isn't it
that's it. No, you're 100% right.
You know, if you look at it, you know, the way it should be, they're getting screwed.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, $10 million a year is nothing to slough about.
Right, I know. So it's just when you compare it to other positions, like these receivers getting the huge money deals and quarterbacks and all.
Yeah, running back is a big working, take a lot of beating position, and they should be paid more.
They should, but unfortunately, since it's that kind of position, like you said, they rear down quicker, so a lot of them don't even get the big second contract. You know,
well, change the draft position on running backs.
Yeah,
make it where you can't pick up a 5th option. Make it where you can't franchise them 2 years in a row. You can only franchise them one, and that would change half of it right there.
No, you would for sure. But, you know, it's tough, man. You know, it's tough because you see both sides of the whole field there, you know. So let's see. Hey, Michael K in the house. Yes, Dolphins are getting.
Fins up, Mike.
The Dolphins are. Man, okay, I think that's our resident. I think that's our resident Bills fan with that dud Fins. He's a. See, that's why he has the Dolphin upside down.
Yeah, he has him upside down. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I see that. One of them guys, huh?
Yeah, but he's a good guy. He gives us a thumbs up and a fins up all the time. So that's good stuff on that front. So anyway, Dolphins have a lot of questions entering the camp. You and Bobby on the Fins Talk Sports Network covered a lot of them on Saturday, making some predictions and stuff. But two of the big questions going in on the offensive side of the ball, of course, is I think question number one starts with number one, and you have given your firm answer on this topic that he's going to stay healthy. But the number one concern going into the camp that has to happen, number one, Mr. Tua Tagovailoa has to stay healthy without a doubt. That's the number one concern. But you think he's going to? And I said on your guys' network that he's going to play at least 16 regular season games and all the playoff games and to the Super Bowl if we hit that far, of course. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves, of course. But I'm with you. But that is Tua's availability is going to be his best ability this year. He's going to stay healthy. He has to stay with us. I think that's one question. And I know I would talk with you on it, but I know you've made yourself already known. But what do you think? Tua staying healthy?
Well, first, let me say fins up to Lyles out there.
Yeah, and he is awesome.
Michael, thanks for coming on in. Morning, Steve. Fins up to you, bro. And as far as Tua goes, Tua is no more likely to get injured than any other quarterback, okay? Here's a prime example of what I'm talking about. Jalen Phillips. He had a bunch of concussions in a year. He retired, unretired, came in the NFL, and hasn't had an issue since.
Correct.
Okay? So Tua thought about retiring because, he was getting a lot of information all at once, and nobody really has answers. There is no straightforward answer, all right? So everybody that keeps throwing their mouth in there and getting lippy about the whole thing needs to chill out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Tua isn't going to be hurt any more than any other quarterback. In other words, fingers happen, feet happen, knees happen. Those things happen to quarterbacks constantly. So, how's it going to go? Fins up, Cap.
Yeah, defend him. No, I agree with you on that. He is no more susceptible. I mean, he did get, other than the concussions before, he's been injured, a lot, different injuries. But I think
a few times, yeah.
Yeah, this is it. I just say that's one of the big questions going into camp. And of course, the health of all the players. Another big question going into camp is Austin Jackson going to step up and live up to his draft billing? Is Eichenberg going to live up to his draft billing to really form a super offensive line, or are we going to have other bodies beat them out for camp spots?
Yeah, our second big question, right?
Yeah.
That's our second big question, because the first one, Tua, is he going to stay healthy? Yeah, everybody's wondering, is Tua going to stay healthy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're going to have to wait and see for some of this. I think preseason will tell us a lot about our offensive line, though. So, OTAs and a little practice scrimmage here and there, okay, but what's really going to tell us will be preseason and how they respond or don't respond, because they're going to be looking tough at whoever's at left guard and whoever's at right tackle.
Correct.
You know what I mean? They love them some Austin Jackson now that he's slimmed up and he's beefed up a little bit. Okay, great. Now he has to perform. And by him slimming up, I believe he's going to be quicker now, and he'll stop getting beat all the time around the outside. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, I'm hoping for that too. And Mike McDaniel is very confident. He has said in an interview that I've seen in the Sun Sentinel and other places is that he believes that offensive linemen do their best improvement and most growth in the second year in an offense. And this will be his second year, because every year, Austin Jackson and Eichenberg, they've changed offensive coordinators on them. So this is it. This is both of their second years in this offense. All right, this is Dolphins Thirsty plus 18. Only need I know Justin's not in right now, but we'll get Justin back hopefully. But
thanks, Ender. I feel good about that.
But anyway, so yes, I do believe, I really do believe that they have to step up, and the offensive line has to step up. This is their second year in McDaniel's offense. Austin Jackson obviously has talent, or he wouldn't have been a first-round draft pick to begin with. And then, of course, the Dolphins could have just missed the boat on it, but we'll see. And then Eichenberg, I know Steve, if you're still in here, Steve, he's not an Eichenberg fan at all.
I'm not an Eichenberg fan at all either. I like nothing about him. You could put one of those orange cones up, and that would have done a better job than he did. All right.
Yeah, I agree.
Miserably, horribly bad is what he was, and I don't like him. That's just where I am now. Maybe he'll do something spectacular and change my mind. I seriously doubt it, but maybe.
Yeah, no, he could. I mean, hopefully he does. But like you say, I think, who was your left guard prediction to start at left?
Win.
Yeah, okay. We were on the same page. I think Win, because I was thinking Win was going to be the right tackle, but then the more I read, he's been playing, they think of him as a guard maybe. So I do believe Win could be the starting left guard. I'm giving the nod to Austin Jackson out on the right side, but the Cedric O we don't have Evan Posner in here today to correct me on the name, but Cedric Oakbury, however, the guy that we got from the Jets, Cedric O is what, yeah. So that's what I call him. So we know they can battle it out for, I would have liked to seen Brandon Snell come back, but I understand why they didn't bring him back because he doesn't play the left tackle that well, and they wanted a guy that like a win, that if something happens to Armstead, they can put a guy out there. And because to me, Brandon was very good on the right side at tackle last year. So I was kind of surprised we didn't sign him, but we brought in these other guys that can probably fill in as well at right tackle if needed. But the big hope is that Austin Jackson lives up to that first round billing. You picked him very high in the first round to be Tua's protector that same year we drafted Tua. So it's time for him to live up to that billing, stay healthy.
Well, not only does he need to live up to the billing, like you said, stay healthy. And him trimming down and beefing up, I think, is a big part of that. Him actually attempting, you know what I mean? Him attempting to do everything he can. And he also knows this is a contract year.
Yeah.
So he knew he needed to do something, and change needs to come with him. Otherwise, he's going to be gone. Somebody else will fill that spot.
Oh, no, 100% sure. This is it. They did not pick the 5th-year option on him. So if he goes out there and balls out, he's going to get a big contract in free agency, and the Dolphins will probably lose him. But I understand why the Dolphins didn't, did not pick up, because he hasn't lived up to that. Brett, they did the right thing by not picking up his 5th-year option. He hasn't lived up to that billing. So hopefully, though, he does this year and it burns us, and we may lose him in free agency, but that means that he had a hell of a good year. So, at least that's a positive. So make him go out there and play his butt off, earn that money in free agency, and, go for it, because it's all on him this year, and injuries, unfortunately, last year derailed him because we kept on hearing, oh, he's looking better, but he got injured. Both games he came back. He came back for the first game, boom, he was out, then missed most of the season, came back, and then boom, was out again. And so we will see. And guys, I dropped a link if you guys want to join us in the show and talk Miami Dolphins football. So, and then that's it. Basically, those are the big things to me on the offensive, because I think our receivers are good. I like our running back room. Of course, yes, we've talked about Cook. He would even make the running room better. The tight ends are what we have. There's not too big of a question other than who's going to be.
Don't flow by Cook so quick. I mean, I hate to interrupt you, but don't flow by Cook so quick. Do you actually, the way things are panning out, do you actually think they're going to sign Cook?
I don't know. It doesn't look like it, because he doesn't seem. I don't know. But no one seems to be knocking down his door. Like you said, the running backs aren't happy. The money's not out there. Supposedly, we don't know if it's true, but Minnesota has the best offer out there, but he's not really so inclined to want to go back to Minnesota. He seems to want to get out of Minnesota. But at the end of the day, if they really have $7 million on the table for him, like it's being reported out there, I don't know then if the Dolphins are going, because they're not going to get – I don't think the Dolphins go up to that number for him. I really don't. I think they're in the 5, maybe 6 million, like you say, if it's like 1 million difference, like don't lose them over $1 million. Because then you got bigger issues, like you like to say, if you're worrying about $1 million, about getting either you're bringing in a guy or not bringing in a guy to make or break you. So, but it just doesn't seem like anyone's knocking down his door. And I don't know if he probably thought the Dolphins were just going to welcome him as hard as, because we all know he wants to play for the Dolphins.
Fins up, Vito. Fins up, hammer time. Vito.
Oh, and hammer time. Hey, if Hank and Hammer Time together again. That's always a good thing. But to me, I think Dalvin Cook was hoping that the Dolphins would want him as much as he wants to come back home in South Florida. And I think the Dolphins do want him. They just don't want him at the money that he wants to get from the Dolphins. That's the big difference,
Yeah, that's too much money. I understand what the Dolphins are saying. At the same time, if you're $1 million off, don't be so petty. Pay him offer him the other $1 million, get him in the house. It only improves your team to have him with you. I'm not saying that Miami needs to be desperate and chase after him and just spend whatever it is. I'm not saying that either. There's a balance. There's a balance, and that's what they need to do is get a balance and stop screwing around.
I agree with you. And Jonathan Evans, thank you for the comment. Great to have you here. We're excited to have you here, and we're definitely excited to have the Miami Dolphins season fast approaching. And wow,
Fins up, Jonathan.
And speaking of up, there's a perfect segue. While you're in here, give me a fins up, but YouTube likes to call it a thumbs up, but we all really know it's a fins up. And if you're new here for the first time ever and you like what we're talking about and you love the Miami Dolphins, I would love it if you join the team. By join the team, I mean tackle that subscribe button, throw a Dan Marino laser pass at the subscribe button for me. And we're here to talk Miami Dolphins, man. I'm not the clickbait kind of guy. We just talk good Miami Dolphins football. Try to bring a positive flow, but we will talk if they do bad. We will bring up that they didn't play well in a game, but we're not here for clickbait. We're here for just good Dolphins chatter. Michael had to chime in with his Go Bills, but I'll let him go. What? He's such a regular that he's allowed.
I know you gave him exceptions before, but don't come in and be disrespectful. No,
hey, he even goes picks on. He even got. I know exactly. Yeah, at least he's not saying go Jets. At least
Yeah, the Jersey Jets. I don't like the Jets. Hey, at least he's rooting for the true New York team. That's the best I can do.
Yeah,
he's rooting for the true New York team. The other two are in Jersey. So.
I know that's so funny how they get. I guess their headquarters must be in New York or whatever. But yeah, I know it's just they play in both of the. They play their home games in New Jersey over there in East Rutherford. But yet they're in New York. I'd be like mad if I was a New Jersey person. I was saying New Jerseyan, but I don't even know if that's what how we're Floridians. I don't even know what New Jersey people call themselves, but New Jerseyans. I'd be mad. I'm like, man, don't be, saying you're New York when you're playing in my state, So, this to be the New Jersey Jets, so the New Jersey Giants.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, but anyway, that's it. Hey, speaking of good fun stuff, now that we had a little laughter, we all love the throwback uniform. Even though your car with the new logo on it looks amazing, and that's the logo choice, and that's what the Dolphins have. So that, of course, makes sense for your beautiful car. But a little bit of fun, guys. Of the throwback uniforms, what do you do? Are you an aqua jersey guy or a white jersey guy? Both of them look fly or hot, whatever the kids are saying these days. To me, I say they look cool because I'm an old fart. But, to me, I think both jerseys are great, but I lean aqua. How about you, Hank? What jersey color do you like among those jerseys that you see there?
Both of those look good, but you know what? I'm unlike you. I don't like dark jerseys in this sun. So I would go with the white jersey 10 out of 10 times just because of the heat.
Oh,
and
no,
all my jerseys except one in my closet are white.
Oh, that makes sense for the heat part. Yes. I'm not the huge jersey guy, even though I do have a Zach Thomas that someone gave me here. But I'm more in this, and that's not even the official kind, so it's lighter because I like T-shirts and stuff more because they're lighter to wear. But yeah, just for looks, I just love that aqua. When they put that aqua jersey on, the old throwback, I just think it looks so sharp.
Yeah, but when you go to games, you got to wear your jersey. That's part of tailgating. Everybody throws their jersey on. I mean, I run around without my shirt on, but everybody has.
Oh my God, that's a sight. I don't know if that sight is. I don't know if I'm going to come to your tailgate now.
Hey, I got a cool Dolphins tattoo on my back.
Oh, okay, that's cool. But see, I just like T-shirts like this. Is how I rep my Dolphins on game day. Kind of rep the whole team.
I'm repping Ron John today.
Oh, hey, Ron John, man. Those signs along the turnpike always want to hook you in, and you think you're so close, and then you gotta go all the way out.
It's forever.
I know you got to go forever. You're seeing the sign. Oh, Ron John, and then you go and drive and drive and drive. Oh my goodness. But anyway, orange or navy, Vito went with. Hank went. I do like the orange, but I haven't seen them in a long time. And then Steve went with aqua, and someone else went with white. Oh, the Back It Up Vince podcast. Thank you for joining us today. He went
Vince up, back it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It does more important. The helmet goes back. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I like the helmet.
Yeah. Maybe on another show, Ender saying, Hank, show the tat.
Show the tat. All right.
All right, guys. You asked for it. Blame Ender if you don't like what you see here.
Can you see it?
No, turned all the way around. We can see the tail end of it only. Let's see. Yeah, we can see a little bit of it. Let's see. There you go. There you guys go. Oh, yes. Hey, that is kind of cool. Stand up a little bit again. Stand up a bit. It's over there. Okay, yeah. Okay, we can see it now. Cool, man. Good stuff. Man, how long did that take to get put on you?
I don't know. I
That
did
must have
all
been-
right though. It was only like $500.
Yeah, no, it's good. There you go, Ender. Give a thumbs up. But yeah, that is cool, man. Let's see. What does Michael say? Where can't help but go. When you put Bills wear on, can't help but to feel well, not a Super Bowl winner, Michael, but yeah, you get maybe some division. You feel like a division winner.
No way, not a division winner. That's our division to win.
Yeah, I know, but last year, exactly. and then he said, that
Ender
is so
says I'm a
cool.
true fan, true committed fan. See that? I
Yeah,
am committed. Look at my car.
yeah, no, that's
I mean, you see what I wear every day. I'm just wearing this because it's light, but I walk out of here. There's nothing I walk out of here that I don't have Miami Dolphins on. I can
you're
tell
like
you
me,
that
man.
every day I wear nothing but Miami Dolphins. I moved to Florida. I said, I'm a Miami Dolphins fan. I want to buy Miami Dolphins stuff. That's what I want to wear in my everyday life is Miami Dolphins stuff. So that's what I wear constantly.
Hey, no, I wear Dolphin stuff almost all the time too. I'm like a kid still. My wife said, she goes, "You wear Dolphin shirts all the time." And then, but it's just I like it, man. It's a team I rep. What can I say?
Am I getting a Lombardi tat? Well, I'll tell you, if you folks do a collection and you want me to get a Lombardi tat, I'll get a Lombardi tat.
Yeah, hey,
Because I know a really great tattoo artist that would do it, but we'd have to put 3 of them up there. Because I'm alive during those Super Bowls, unfortunately. So
yeah, hey, no. Well, I was alive during both of the Super Bowl wins, but I was too young to remember. I remember the Super Bowl losses, but
I could get something. I could get something nice done for around $500 to $700, probably.
There you go. Put you could just. I'm in for $25. Hank, if they win the Super Bowl, you're getting it. Oh, okay, we already threw that up there. But yeah, no, it's good stuff, man. I can't believe you went. I'm not a tattoo guy, man. I don't know, but that's cool. That's a cool Dolphin. I always got, like I said, I always have something Dolphin on, like
I'm getting ready to get a robot. I'm getting ready to get a robot, and I think I'm going to try to do them in Dolphins colors.
Hey, that'd be cool. That will be cool, and
maybe get a helmet on him or something, some kind of mechanical helmet or something.
Man, that'd be original. That's for sure. That'd be pretty cool. That would be cool stuff.
Well, that zombie on my back, nobody's running around with a zombie quarterback.
Yeah, no, it's good stuff, man. You got, hey, but you throw a little Dolphin stuff in there. Oh, he's in Jets country. Oh, yeah, that is tough. Tough wearing Finn stuff.
I grew up in New York, and I tell you what, I repped all the time. I got a lot. I got a lot of crap, but I repped it all the time.
Yeah, no, I always rep. Like we're planning a little vacation, I'm gonna rep my Dolphin stuff wherever we go and stuff. So it's how we roll, man. It's the Dolphins.
I usually don't wear a hat though because it's too hot out there.
Yeah. Well, see, I don't have much hair, so I like wearing. Well, you don't have much hair either, but I like wearing a cap because I can't get sun up there, man, or I get all red. So,
I'll take the top down, and I'll have the top down for about an hour.
Yeah,
and then I put it up and turn the AC on.
Yeah, no, I know because it does make it a little warmer for the cap, but I do wear a cap just because, like I say, I don't want to get sunburned on the top of the head. We're not all blessed. Like who has good hair on the other network over there? Bobby has a full hair of hair. We're not all blessed like Bobby with a full hair of hair. So some of us have to, protect the old noggin. A
Well,
Dolphins transformer.
Wait a minute. Ask Steve. Steve has hair envy. Come on, Steve. Who has a good head of hair?
Yeah, exactly. I think Bob. I know beard wise, Steve used to have the biggest beard, and then I think that goes to Brett now. But
Yeah, I think
yeah,
Brett has the biggest.
yeah, that bearded bit. And Dave, but I haven't seen Dave for a while, and I haven't gone to I need to go to their show, guys. We're talking about the Finns Talk Sports Network, good stuff over there.
So let's
And
talk about A-Chain.
yeah, A Chain off. I like to say I'm off the chain for A Chain, and I do believe he's gonna be. I think he's gonna be a good.
Ride the A-Chain train.
Yeah, no,
A-Train.
I like that, and I like to say off the chain for A Chain. You're on the A train. So, but hey, we both got good little slogans. I think he's gonna contribute as a rookie. I think he's gonna have a really good season. And because I know a lot of times rookie, but running back is the one position that you can contribute as a rookie easier in the NFL because they get, like you say, they don't get those long-term contracts a lot of time, but teams get the most use out of them in those early years. And I think A-Chain is going to be a legitimate weapon in this offense, and that teams are going to have a hard time stopping him. I think he's going to catch the ball out of the backfield a lot. He's going to have some touchdowns this year catching the ball and taking a handoff to the house from, I really am expecting big things from him. And I know he's not going to get tons of carries because that's just not how McDaniel rolls, especially if we bring in Cook, then it's going to be less carries. But even with that stable running backs, A-Chain is too much of a weapon not to get him the ball. He has too much speed and talent.
Speaking of touchdowns, who do you think is going to have the most touchdowns outside of the quarterback, of course?
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to have the most touchdowns this season?
I'm going with Waddle. Outside the box thing. I'm going with Waddle. I know people that say Tyreek Hill or the tight ends because they get down there in the red zone or a running back, but I'm going with Waddle. I say he's going to get some touchdowns, at least double digit. He won't break Mark Clayton's record, but he'll get close. Mark Clayton's record for touchdown receptions, is 18 in a season for the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, it is 18. I thought it was 17. That'll tell you how bad I am with the numbers.
Yeah. So in 1984, Mark Clayton had 18 touchdowns receptions. So that's more than one a game. I mean, that's crazy because they played 16 games and he had 18 and he missed a game that year. He sat out a game that year. So he had 18 touchdowns, which was an NFL record for a while until the league became pass happy. And now a couple of people have passed them. But it's 18 touchdowns and one. I think Waddle will get at least 11 touchdowns receptions. So I'm going double digits on Waddle, but maybe even up to 14. He may even get close to the 18. He won't get the 18. I know when we get to tight ends and talk about Tanner Connor, your numbers are going to blow away. Most of the people in this room, they're going to say, you're crazy, Hank. But anyway, so who do you think is going to lead the league? I know you probably said it on Saturday, but I forget your answer. Who's going to be the touchdown leader for the Miami Dolphins?
I don't know if we asked who's the touchdown leader going to be.
Okay.
Or not. But obviously it's going to be Tua. We know that.
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Outside of the quarterback. He's going to have like 43 touchdowns.
Right.
And I'm trying to get it all out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
exactly.
he'll have 4,500 yards. He'll have 9 interceptions. And he'll have a passer rating of 70% or higher.
Wow. Right. Yeah.
He will play all the games this year. All the games he will play, and he will be passing like crazy in that red zone to his tight end, Tanner Connor.
I knew you were going to go there.
And Tanner Connor is going to hit up. I don't remember how many touchdowns I said. Do you remember?
You said a lot. You said in the teens, I believe.
It was in the teens for sure. Like
I think
17 or 15.
I think you may have said 16 or something like that.
All right. I said 17, so I'll go with 17.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah,
in the
that is
end zone.
crazy.
He is going to become the new Travis Kelce of the
Well,
NFL.
I hope you're right, man. I think you must be his like, he must be related to you somehow because that is crazy. That is good. I like it though. I
Steve
like
said
Tanner Connor, but
15. I said 15.
okay, 15. Okay. I knew you said some high number.
Yeah, I know it
So,
was high. Yeah, I went a little high. I'm a little excited about him, but that's okay. I have to stay by what I said, and I said 15.
Michael K says the Florida sun is taking its toll on you there, Hank.
Yeah,
So.
and most Bills fans would think that, being they're scared of the sun.
Another. Hey, I love it, man. I love that's a good comeback. So they did whine. I don't think Michael K probably did, but a lot of those Bill fans complained about the weather.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Hit that like button. Thank you, Jonathan. Yes, guys, make sure.
Fins
And I
up,
like to say
Jonathan.
fins up, but it's a thumbs up here on the tube. But I love those fins up. It makes me feel good that I'm doing something right. I do this for fun, and that's what I'm here to talk. Just to connect with Miami Dolphin fans. As simple as that. No business plan behind the scenes, no commercials, none of that. I just love talking about the Miami Dolphins. It's what we do, Hank. And it's how you roll too, man. We talk Miami Dolphin football.
I love
Yeah.
Miami Dolphins football. Like I said, I moved to Florida just so that I could be close enough to go see the games.
Yeah.
I mean, I am a dedicated fan. I
Oh
can
no,
tell
you're
you that.
dedicated to the core. Just look at that car in the picture, guys. That's a little image of his actual real car. So I mean, this is how he rolls. That's how Hank rolls. Every time he rolls around Orlando, he's driving around in that beauty and making eyeballs pop. Wait till you pull into the stadium parking lot this season. People are going to be like amazed. The car is going to become the celebrity. So
I'll be hiding somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's just gonna. How many pictures is that car gonna be taken? I bet my over under for each game is probably like 50 pictures. Or be at. Is it gonna say, "Oh, you mind if I take a picture?"
I'll tell you right now, 1 out of every 5 times I stop at a light, somebody's taking a picture at least.
Yeah.
1
Oh,
out of
I can
every
imagine.
5 times I stop somewhere, they're taking a picture. Usually, like when I lift the back comes up and it has all the Dolphins logos in the
Oh
middle.
no, that's beautiful. I got to
It
get that
lifts
image
up.
to
Next
share.
thing you know, all the cameras start coming out.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful, guys. He has all the logos on where it comes up in the back. It's beautiful. I need to get an image of that to share it with them so we can explain how it looks. It's really cool, man.
I have fun with it. I have a lot of fun with it.
I mean, our Corvette's already a nice car. Then they throw the Miami Dolphin logo on there. I mean,
just to be clear, I don't get this for everybody else. I got it for me. Okay?
Yeah. Oh no, of course
I love Corvettes. I love Corvettes, and I love the Miami Dolphins.
Hey,
and I wanted to fuse those two together.
And you did a good
job. That's why I got the car done. It was a lifelong dream of mine. It used to be to get it painted, but now, being you have the wraps, I went with the wrap because obviously I can take it off in 3 years, and you go right back to the original color and everything else. So I like it.
Only thing I'm scared of is the day after eating Mexican
food.
Yeah. So, but anyway, where do you live, Michael K? I guess you must live up in Buffalo Bills country, I would imagine. But I know a guy down here, and his name's Steve, not this Steve, and not my best buddy Steve. That's not him in the Dolphin fan, but another Steve. He loves the Buffalo Bills just because he's such a University of Miami fan, and he was young when Jim Kelly went to University of Miami, and he just became. So he did follow Jim Kelly and became a Buffalo Bill fan before. And so I do have to talk to a Buffalo Bill fan every so often. But he's a nice guy because he has a South Florida mentality, but yet he loves the Buffalo Bills.
Kenmore, the Buffalo border.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Hey, I sent you a picture. I sent it to you, Twitter.
Okay.
In your DM.
All right. What of the car?
Yeah. So
okay.
I like where we're headed. I hope we get Dalvin Cook. it's not the end of the world if we don't. I think we still have good enough running backs to continue us on through, especially with the speed. It's all speed. Michael wants to see it.
All right. Yeah, I'm getting it, guys. Give me 1 minute. That's why I'm not looking at you great Dolphin fans in chatter right now. And I am trying to get.
I look over here because I'm seeing what everybody's talking about.
Yeah,
Because
you
I can't
can.
see
Yeah, I
it
know.
on
That's
my
what I have to
screen
do
here.
too. But right now, I'm in my Twitter DM uploading your vet hood or whatever you call that, the back of the trunk lift, whatever
it's
it is.
the mid.
There
Fins
you
up,
go.
Adam.
Well, welcome, Adam. All right, I've downloaded it now. Now I got to get this. Now I just got to get it into my studio here, and we're going to be rocking in a minute. Oh, there's your famous cat. Tell them the name of the cat, Hank.
My cat's name is Petey Squeak Tyreek Cheetah Hill.
The longest cat name in all the world, but hey, you kind of get there. Hey, Adam, thank you for joining, Adam. Make sure you throw a laser past Adam at that. I know you've already been here a lot, so hopefully you've already subscribed, but give us a little fins up for today's show when you get a chance. And then be awesome for us. All right. Sorry, guys, I got to look away again because I'm going to be bringing up Hank. I'm downloading Hank's photo and then uploading it.
Whoa, you're doing a lot of downloading and uploading.
Yeah,
over there.
I know, exactly. It's almost done. I've got the little, oh, here we go, guys. Here's the back of his vet. There you go. There you see he has all those beautiful looking logos on there. So he has the perfect season logo up there, the original logo, and then he has a slight variations from ever since then. So, like I said, I can barely show some differences between some. So I normally just show 3 when I show the original one. I showed I show 4 normally when I roll with them because the other ones are so slight variations to me. But whenever I put a poll, I put the perfect season one, then like what I call like the Dan Marino era. But 2 of those are so similar, I just picked one of them. Then like what we call the cartoon looking dolphin, and then the current logo. So, but anyway, guys, those are it. Let us know your thoughts, what you think of those photos if you saw them. Put them back up there again if you didn't see them. Hey, he said, I have to say that's pretty cool.
Yeah, even for a Dolphins fan, I know.
Yeah. So hey, hey, it is though. It's not pretty cool. It's really cool. I mean, it's awesome, man.
It took me a lifetime to get there. It took me a lifetime to get what I wanted. I finally got what I wanted. I'm very happy. And let me just throw out there, if you live in the Tampa area, I went to Pop Shadow Decals, and they went above and beyond taking care of me. I had troubles with my designer over in Europe. So we did a design, they did a redesign for me here and took over that part of it too. So it's a husband and wife team. They are ex-racers. They usually do Ferraris a lot. So, because that's their race team friends and such.
Right.
So a lot of them want theirs done for race day and all that. So they are very good. So I just put the name out there, and the prices are great too. They don't overcharge. They're usually charging you by the foot of how much material they use.
Right.
Is how they judge on what they charge you.
Well, all I know, so that's good. And they did an excellent job, and they finally, you finally just said, forget that people over in Europe that you were dealing with and dealt with here in good old Florida, and you got the job done.
Exactly.
So
and they're in Odessa, which is right next to Tampa Bay. So that's why I say Tampa Bay area.
Right. No, exactly. So now, anyway, it's a beautiful car. Just like the Dolphins will have a beautiful season this year, is my prediction. Right. Let's see. I would have went with a seafoam wrap. Oh, don't listen to him.
No seafoam wrap.
Listen, that's a Bills fan, man. But we'll see. Maybe he will show off his car with Buffalo Bills logos on it, and then we will see which one rocks better. It doesn't even matter what kind of car, Michael. Just And, like me, I just got a SUV, regular standard SUV. But I would put my Miami Dolphin wrap against your Buffalo Bill wrap any day. And I guess it just depends what part of the nation we're in. Down here, I think I would win the polls. Up in Bill's nation, you would win the polls for like best looking car. But anyway, back to Miami Dolphins actual talk here. I do believe that Mike McDaniel is going to step up in year 2. He's going to take the mantle. He's going to become our long-term coach. I'm never going to mention him in the same breath as Don Shula, but I'm going to mention him in the same breath as he's going to be like our next best thing since Don Shula. No one's ever going to replace Don Shula. He's a legend. He had a perfect season. That's never going to happen again. But he's going to be our guy that finally stays long term, because ever since Don Shula, everyone's been just here for a cup of coffee, basically, in and out. From Jimmy Johnson to Dave Wannstedt to Nick Saban and yada, 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 as they would say on Seinfeld. Here we are now with McDaniel. But to me, McDaniel is going to be our long tenured coach. He's going to have multiple playoff wins. He's going to have multiple Super Bowl appearances. And yes, now I don't know. Now Michael's going to say what's in the sun or the water in Florida. But I just think he's going to be our long-term coach. He's going to be a lifelong. He's going to be inducted into the Pro Football one day. I might be gone because he's young. Wow. He's going to coach so many years, but he's going to get into the Pro Football Hall of Fame as he coached for the Miami Dolphins. He's going to be a legend down here in South Florida.
Bold predictions coming out of left field.
Yeah, I know. I just had to say it. If you're going to
I can tell you this, Rob. They aren't going anywhere without Vic Fangio, though. So I would agree with you. As long as Vic Fangio's on the team, Mike McDaniel will go very far. You pull Vic Fangio off that team, I don't know how far they'll go.
Hey, that's a fancy car there. That's a nice car there you're talking about, Michael. Wrap it up in Buffalo stuff. People would be loving it up there. But yeah, no, to me, I think, and Fangio won't be here all of McDaniel's tenure, obviously, because, Fangio's a little bit older and stuff, but he will be here to help mold him into the coach he's going to become. I'm telling you, McDaniel's going to kick butt, and I just love it. Mick Moron would be coaching special teams in the CFL by, I'm sorry to say, man, he's taking over McDermott and Bill Belichick. Everyone, move out of the way. He's going to become the best coach in the AFC East. So,
yeah, I like what Back It Up has to say.
Yeah, right there. That's a great. Orangeburger was another legendary coach at Bill's Orangeburger back in the day. Another legendary coach that coached for the Dolphins. Long time. Much better than Shula and Olive Dottie. Remember Tom Avedali, one of the most hated Dolphin coaches of all time. Whether fair or unfair, but boy, and that was before social media. If social media was around when Olive Dottie was around, oh boy, it would be ugly. Because that was just on sports talk radio. People would have to call in, wait 20 minutes to get their voice. Wait, maybe in 20 minutes is being kind. Wait like an hour to get your 5 seconds of talking. Like, oh my God, and then, but they used to pick on that man. Let's see. Has McMoron figured out Clockman? Listen, yes, he has. He's admitted he made a mistake on that. He's gonna come back and he's gonna do it. So didn't you guys lose a defensive coordinator because he just fed up with you guys and he just left? So I don't know. But anyway,
I don't know. They need to learn to control their temper in the booth over there to start with. So.
Yeah, I know. Laptops
they can control their temper.
Yeah,
over
laptops
a loss.
are in danger around their assistant coaches. So you got to be careful. So it's all good. But anyway, I really do. Yes, I know I've probably been a little overboard on McDaniel, but I really do believe McDaniel is our guy. He's going to finally be a coach that past 3 years, past 5 years. He's going to be here for a long time, and we're going to build a foundation finally. Because I think Ross, another man that's not getting any, none of us are, but he's not getting any younger, and he wants to win. And he knows just firing a coach, hiring a coach, firing a coach is not working. So you can't just do that because then you're starting all over again every few years, and it just hasn't worked. So I think he's realized this, and McDaniel's here for the long term. I just feel it in my bones. So how about you? And then now we get to the defense, since you mentioned that. On the defense, I do believe Scotty's not in here this morning, unfortunately, because I'm about to give him some kudos. He says that Phillips is going to have a breakout season and have 15 sacks. So 15 for 15 is how he's been rolling. And I do believe Jalen Phillips is going to have a really good year this year. He's going to be better than Chubb. He's going to be better than everyone. He's going to be our sack leader, Jalen Phillips. How do you feel, Hank? Oh,
yeah, there's Scotty.
There's Scotty right there. There's Scotty. See, I gave you your credit, man. I gave you your 15 for 15.
15 for 15. Well, I hope that 15 gets 17.
Hey, I've been better. So we can say at least 15 for 15. There you go.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
Perfect.
Minimum of 15 for 15.
Yeah. Good morning, Scotty. Thank you for being back in here, Scotty. And make sure you throw a Dan Marino laser pass at that. Fins up, thumbs up. Don't know the details or Frazier departure. Timing says Frazier made a choice. As for the press box incident, Buffalo loves people in the organization that hate to lose. Yeah, I know, but who did they lose to? They lost to the Miami Dolphins. So there you go. But yes, Buffalo, you guys won the division last year. But that lead is getting uncomfortable for you, Michael. The Dolphins are coming. The Jets are coming. Everyone's coming. And I hate to say the Jets because the Jets have always been my least favorite team in the division. Always.
They used to be until the Patriots won all that.
Oh, yeah, the Patriots, of course.
Come on, they won for 20 years. I mean, give me a break. They were winning for 20 years. I don't care what anyone else in the division says. I don't care how far you got or how far you didn't get. The Patriots kicked all of our butts, hands down, and we've all been a wreck for 20 years. Well, that 20 years of Tom Brady is now over.
Yeah.
The Bills had 3 years where the Dolphins were rebuilding. The Jets sucked, and the New England wasn't doing a lot. But the Bills still couldn't capitalize once again. That happens, though. Our team didn't capitalize on anything yet because we were rebuilding. Well, we're done with those 3 years. We're done with the rebuild. It's all done. Now we need to win. If we don't put up this year, we might as well shut up next year.
No, I agree. Oh, no, I'm 100%. This is the no excuse year, zero policy for excuses. I'm with you 100%. This is the year that the Dolphins have to stand. And if they don't, I'll be the first to admit that I'm disappointed and that I was wrong. But this is a year. I don't care. Yes, the Bills are still a good team. Yes, the Jets are a better team. And yes, the Patriots just aren't going to roll over and die. And so it's not an easy division anywhere you go. So I agree with you 100%. And you are 100% right. The Patriots took perfect advantage of the Dolphins not being good, the Bills not being good, and the Jets not being. And they just beat us down. And they basically had the division within. The Dolphins would get their annual game where they upset New England, and we were all happy. But, and I hope they do, but I hope they don't get Caleb. Oh, my God. The Pats are going to tank this year for Caleb, Belichick, and Kraft have an agreement. They know they can't get Shula's record with Jones. So I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't think they're going to tank. But yes, if they get Caleb Williams, I'm going to be scared because that kid looks good. I'm not a scout or anything. Not one of these guys that breaks down the film and all that good stuff on these I love the NFL draft, but I'm not going to sit there. But when you just watch college football, this Caleb Williams kid is scary good, man. He's scary good. He's just he's a game. He can run. He can throws on a dime, throws rockets, throw the soft. This kid looks really good. But anyway, we're not going to talk. We're talking about Miami Dolphins. It's going to be a good season this year for the Dolphins. At least we don't have to worry about our Dolphins tanking because we are all in 100%. Like you said, this is a no excuse year, Hank. I'm with you. That's how you said it. Is how, and we would both eat our words if the Dolphins fell this year and don't.
I don't see it happening though. I really don't.
Oh, me either.
I think we're going to beat a lot of these top teams that people are questioning us about. And that Germany one, when we go to Germany, that will be done by will, or you're going to be done for the season after that game. I think that is the most pivotal game that we have this year. I think we can actually win it. I'm not just talking as a Miami Dolphins fan. I'm a huge homer, but I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I actually think the way Miami's built and our defense versus their defense, we have a better defense than they do. And I
Right.
think that's why we would win, because those are both two explosive offenses that are going to come head to head. And I think the better defense is going to be what wins the game. And
Yeah.
we're going to see that in Germany. And we're going to see that also up in Buffalo, you know, when we're talking about week 5 or whatever that was, Michael.
Yeah.
We have a better nucleus than the Buffalo Bills do. We have 3 years of the same guys being there
Yeah.
consistently over and over. All we have done is add extra talent. Added talent here, added talent there. We didn't mess around. They brought in talent. Right now, if you look at our team, you have close to 10, 15 possible Pro Bowlers on our team right now. That's a lot for one team. I mean, you picked up Chubb, you have Phillips, Wilkins, Ramsey, X, Holland. That's defense.
No.
Those are the people I'm saying could possibly be Pro Bowlers.
Oh.
That's not just a skip in the park. Tua, Waddle, Chosen, Tyreek Hill, possibly A-Chain, depending on what he does.
Yeah.
Possibly Mostert, possibly Cook if he comes on the team. So I'm just saying, I'm not just talking out my rear end here.
And don't forget about your Tanner Connor.
Yeah, and Tanner Connor. Don't forget about him. But I'm keying in on the ones that should
All the big names. I know. I'm just teasing.
They should be, in the Pro Bowl. And that's a lot of names to name off for one team on both sides that should be Pro Bowlers. Because usually you'll have 1 to 2 great players. We have about 5 on each side. That's pretty good.
No,
that's pretty darn good.
No, as my Justin would say, we got a lot of bricks stacked on the Dolphins side. So we are ready to, I really do believe, listen, but we're not depending on him being the main guy here, Michael. We're just depending on help. He can even stretch the field a little more like the others. So, yes, we're not counting on him. We got tons of great quality receivers that we already have lined up, but he's going to still help the team, and he can stretch the defense, and he can really open things up. So, hey, Scotty Javi, Tanner is going to go to beast mode. He knows he has to just make the team. He's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
he is.
He spoke up. He looks, and his confidence when I saw him in another interview, when I watch all my Dolphin stuff, he seems, because last year, self-admittedly, he said he was a little awestruck coming into the NFL from a small college, asked to change the tight end, and knowing that he was on the active roster all the time. He said he didn't eat well. He didn't work out as well because he just wasn't eating as well. He said, I tried working out, but I just didn't do it as well. I didn't have the energy because I wasn't eating well. Now he says he's eating well. He's worked with the Dolphins off-season program as much as he can that they're allowed out there. He goes, and he is going to be ready. And I think, and he's a willing blocker. He says he wants to block. It's just, can you imagine? You're coming from a small college, then you're asked to change to a tight end, and then, in the NFL, and then you're on the active roster every year because the Dolphins were afraid if they placed him on the practice squad, a team would scoop him up. So he had a lot of pressure on him, and he's ready to roll. I think he's good to go. Yeah, as a chip from us taking Higgins. I know that's it. No, there's going to be a battle between him and Higgins, but hopefully Tanner Connor, I hope Higgins does well too. I'm a Dolphin fan, so it doesn't matter who does better. But,
hey, if Elijah blows up, I'll take that. I have no problem with that whatsoever.
Yeah, no, exactly. So Tanner definitely is, but I'm sure he did take a look at that and say, okay, yeah, they're drafting a guy that's similar to my style. So it's going to be a good camp battle right there on who makes the team or not. So it's solid comment there from Scotty. we're almost at the end here, guys, and I'm so happy that you guys came in and joined. And Hank, you saved me because I thought I was going to be flying solo today. You came in, you helped my show, and we had a good
I don't know
audience.
if I'm helping it or hurting it yet.
Nah, you're helping it, man. It's great. We have the great audience. You know, I always love my Fins Up audience. They're awesome.
You have a great audience here. When I come in every time, they're a great time. So.
No, they are, man. Even you, Michael. That even goes for you, you know. So even you, Michael. So
I have a good time here.
yep. And Scotty does. This will be one of our closing statements. We have competition and depth at most positions for the first time in a long time. And I agree with that. There's very few positions, you know. Yes, we could be a little stronger maybe at linebacker and the
Defensive line.
Yeah, defensive line. So yeah, there are a couple, but overall, but every team, just not a team. You're welcome, Michael. Like I said, you're always welcome here. You know, I'm happy to have opposing views. We haven't had any Patriots or Jet fans drop in on us yet, but I will even welcome them. You know, they may not get the red carpet, but you know, they may get a dirty old carpet, but it would still be rolled out for them to enter the room. You know, so
It still says welcome.
yeah, it still says welcome. You know, they have some gutter and some scary figures that they may be a little scared to come in, but they're still welcome. You know, so it's all good, man. We all have a good time here. Like I say, Hank and I, we just like talking Miami Dolphins football. Hank, they can find you every Saturday at 12 p.m. on the Fins Talk Sports Network. You and Bobby put on a great show. You guys, and last week you welcomed me in and a whole bunch of anyone else that wanted to join. It was a fun show. We talked about Miami Dolphins predictions and all that. So I'm sure I'll be watching you guys again Saturday. It's always on my must-see list for Miami Dolphins stuff. You guys put on a great show.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, Thirsty. And you obviously put on a great show, too. That's why I wanted to come over and hang out with you.
Well, thank you, and I appreciate it. And with no further ado, guys, we're going to close out. Just remember, if you're still in here and you haven't thrown that laser past the Fins Up, please do it, which is really a thumbs up. You guys rock. Dolphins rock. And if Steve Malloy, if you're still in here, I'm going to close out with your famous saying, Dolphins #1, baby. Dolphins #1.
Fins Up.
Dolphins thirsty, they never show no mercy. On the field or in the game, Miami knows how to play. Dolphins thirsty, we all get down and dirty. Tell you what you want to know, it's the Dolphins Show.